Doctor of Business Administration. The Doctor of Business Administration, commonly abbreviated as D.B.A., B.A.D., Dr.B.A., or Dr.B.A., is a professional doctorate awarded on the basis of advanced study, examinations, project work, and research in business administration. The D.B.A. is a terminal degree in business administration. Although some universities also combine the business administration field with technology-related disciplines. Along with the Ph.D. or D.Phil, it represents the highest academic qualification in business administration and is typically required to gain employment. As with other earned doctorates, individuals with the degree are awarded the academic title doctor, which is often represented via the English honorific doctor or the post-nominal letters D.B.A. or Ph.D. D.B.A. Candidates submit a significant project, typically referred to as a thesis or dissertation, consisting of a body of original academic research. Candidates must defend this work before a panel of expert examiners called a thesis, dissertation, or doctoral committee. In the United States, the Doctor of Business Administration is recognized by the National Science Foundation, NSF, as a research degree. The D.B.A. is also considered by both the United States Department of Education and the National Science Foundation to be equivalent to the more commonly awarded Ph.D. Structure and format. Doctor of Business Administration programs have a dual purpose: contribute to business theory and further develop the professional practice, e.g., contribute to professional knowledge in business. Universities generally require candidates to have significant experience in business, particularly in roles with leadership or other strategic responsibilities. D.B.A. candidates specialize in areas such as management science, information technology management, organizational behavior, economics, finance, and the like. As with other doctorate programs, curricula may be offered on a full-time or part-time basis. According to the European higher education standards set by the Bologna process, the normal duration of research doctorate programs like the D.B.A. and Ph.D. is usually 3–4 years of full-time study. The responsibility for the structure of doctoral programs resides within the graduate research committees or their equivalent within the university. As such, D.B.A. programs have a specific set of university regulations and are subject to quality approval processes. Regulations include references to protocols for treating ethical issues in research. These regulations are widely used in Australian universities. For instance, a student cannot embark on the research phase before passing all his or her coursework. Furthermore, upon passing the proposal stage, he or she must clear ethics-related issues with an ethics committee. These candidates must go through numerous internal moderations of the dissertation before submitting to external examinations, usually at least 2. Successful candidates usually revise their dissertations numerous times before final approval is granted from the doctoral committee. Relationship between D.B.A. and Ph.D. D.B.A. that stands for Doctor of Business Administration, and the Ph.D. that stands for Doctor of Philosophy in Business Administration are equivalent degrees in the United States. Also, both doctorates are viewed as research doctorates, representing the highest academic qualification in business in the United States. As such, both D.B.A. and Ph.D. programs require students to develop original research leading to a dissertation defense. Furthermore, both doctorates enable holders to become faculty members at academic institutions. The D.B.A. and Ph.D. in Business Administration are terminal degrees, allowing the recipient to obtain a tenure-track position in the United States. Other countries' requirements may differ. In some cases, the distinction is solely administrative. Harvard Business School was not authorized to issue a Ph.D. until 2018. In other cases, the distinction is one of orientation and intended outcomes. The Ph.D. is highly focused on developing original academic knowledge, while the D.B.A. emphasizes applied research. Upon completion, graduates of Ph.D. programs generally migrate to full-time faculty positions in academia while those of D.B.A. programs reemerge in industry as applied researchers or executives. If working full-time in industry, graduates of D.B.A. and Ph.D. programs often become adjunct professors in top undergraduate and graduate degree programs. Notable persons with a D.B.A. degree: Hugh T. Broomall, Major General, USAF Special Assistant to the Director, Air National Guard; Robert F. Buhner, Dean Charles C. Abbott, Professor of Business Administration and Distinguished Professor of Business Administration at the Darden Graduate School of Business Administration, University of Virginia; Clayton M. Christensen, Robert and Jane Cizik, Professor of Business Administration at Harvard Business School; Scott Cowan, President of Tulane University of Louisiana, Nigel Healy, Vice Chancellor of Fiji National University; Manfred F. R. Ketz de Vries, Rael de Vitry Davenport, Professor of Leadership Development at INSEAD and Director of the INSEAD Global Leadership Center; Tony Newton, President and Board Chair, British Dental Health Foundation and International Dental Health Foundation, Durham University Business School, T Business School, this school; C.K. Prahalad, Paul and Ruth McCracken, Distinguished University Professor of Corporate Strategy at University of Michigan, Ross School of Business; Michael E. Rayner, Canadian management expert and consultant with Deloitte Consulting LLP, the Distinguished Fellow with Deloitte Research; Linos Trigiadis, Real Options Pioneer, Professor of Finance, University of Cyprus, Cyprus; John Quelch, Dean, Vice President and Distinguished Professor of International Management at SEABS, previously Senior Associate Dean and the Lincoln Filene Professor of Business Administration at Harvard Business School; Roger Wurterfeld, J.C. Penney, Professor of Management and Chair of Ph.D. Committee, MIT Sloan School of Management; Robert B. Wilson Adams, Distinguished Professor of Management, Emeritus, Graduate School of Business, and Professor of Economics by courtesy, School of Humanities and Sciences, Stanford University; Dave Yesk, Co-founder, Managing Director, Yesk Buoy, National President 2003, Financial Planning Association FPA, Distinguished Adjunct Professor, Agino School of Business, Golden Gate University; Amabola Johnson, Nigerian technocrat; Yoko Ishikura, Chief Digital Officer, Japanese Cabinet.